I'm Olivia, and what I'm going to share is the most important thing I've learned in life. I have a boyfriend named Brian. We were batchmates in college. He's a family oriented and responsible son. His family was one of his motivations to persevere in life. He is also a strong, athletic, and charming man. No wonder he was quite popular to the girls. 4 years in our relationship, and we hadn't argued a single thing about any third party. To be honest, I'm flattered that according to him, I'm the only woman he sees. After we found a stable job, it became a habit to celebrate out of town for our anniversaries. I can never forget when he proposed to me 2 years ago in Boracay. Actually, beaches are our favorite places to visit. I was the happiest girl that day. Who wouldn't want to marry a man like him? For me, he is the sweetest and loving person I have ever met. He would never fail to make me feel loved just by consistently messaging and calling me. He would also manage to visit me every weekends, traveling for 4 hours without complaints. To us, monthsaries and anniversaries are worth celebrating. Months after he proposed, we decided to start planning for our wedding and get married after a year. But in the end, I was the only one who prepared it all. At that time, it was alright for me, because I had more free time to do so. I knew he was very busy at work. He let me plan everything because he told me he believed that I'm good at it. Alas, after 5 months, I'm done with the wedding preparations, and we are now looking forward to our anniversary. It will be our last anniversary as girlfriend and boyfriend. We even agreed to celebrate it a day early since he was busy with work the next day. But to my surprise, he suddenly canceled on me early morning that day. He said that his boss asked him to work overtime. I felt so disappointed. I started to have doubts on him. Does he even care about us anymore? All he does is work. So I just shrugged him off when I heard my phone ringing many times. That day, I decided to visit him at work instead. It was my first time visiting him during his breaks. I just wanted to see with my own eyes how busy he really was. Just in case, I put a lot of effort into making myself look beautiful. I didn't want to look shabby in his workplace. Although I doubt him, I still brought the letter I made tirelessly for a whole week. It was cheesy, but I was writing 100 reasons why I love you. Every roll was a reminder to him that I loved everything about him. The preparations cost me many sleepless nights. As I walked toward his workplace, I noticed a luxurious cafe beside the building. So I stopped by to buy a cake. Inside, I saw a sweet couple. I was thinking that we would have been like that if he wasn't so busy. I noticed how the guy was similar to my boyfriend. He was standing at a blind spot, so I wasn't sure. So I watched them, trying to check if he was really my boyfriend. But his girl became irritated at my behavior. She must have thought I was eyeing her man. Feeling embarrassed, I went back to buying the cake. What was I doing? There's no way that my boyfriend will do something like that. He is an honest man and never cheats. He was too focused on his career these days, but I know he wouldn't cheat. After leaving the cafe, I thought I saw the same couple walking towards my boyfriend's workplace. They were quite close as they chat and held hands intimately. That couldn't have been him. So I tried to call my boyfriend to tell him I was waiting near his workplace. I noticed the couple stopped suddenly as the guy tried to answer a call. Natalie finally called. I heard him answer the same time the guy answered his phone. I tried to think that it was just a coincidence. I was in denial as I asked him where he was. He told me he was working right now, and I told him to turn back. I feel so miserable, distraught, furious, and apologetic to myself as I saw the guy look back at me. He was really Ryan, my soon-to-be husband, who was called to be a loyal and perfect fiancé. Turned out he was just an idiotic cheater. What happened? Everything seemed so perfect before. I never expected him to do something horrible like this. I approached him and tried to calmly hear out whatever he had to say. We excused ourselves and moved back to the cafe. I listened attentively and tried to understand his side of the story. I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, willing to give him a second chance, but when I heard his unapologetic tone and excuses, he told me that he was nervous about our engagement. He was just trying to have fun before our marriage. I was laughing at my idiotic self. I can't believe that he was really that low. I was proud and thought highly of him. I guess this would be his true nature. Maybe we're not meant for each other, and I bid him farewell. I was heartbroken at that time. It was like my world suddenly just fell apart. But I stayed strong. My family and friends became my support as I tried to fix myself back up. Now I thank God that I found out his true face. I am now living my life differently. I met another man and we are now happily married with 3 kids. I thank God endlessly that He had given me a perfect husband. I started to love myself more and gained more confidence. I was grateful for my experience. Because of it, I finally found my true self. I'm grateful for all the memories and for the lessons. If one day Ryan finds this story, I want him to know that I have long forgiven him. I learned to let go and it was all worth it. I wish that he too can find peace in God. Life is too short not to forgive. I turned out amazing because I learned to love someone again without losing myself. To the people out there who face heartache, don't give up and stay tall. You deserve more love and you surely find someone who will accept you for who you are.